Good afternoon. Block Podcast Studio is in the building. I'm your host, Montana, to the whoop-de-whoop-whoop.
Co-host Vern Tyers, whoop-whoop.
All right, so I'm going to start with announcements like we always do every week. So welcome to the podcast station. So a lot of you guys are calling in, wanting to know information about a whole bunch of things and what's getting ready to go down at Block. So in July, we're getting ready to have a youth summer camp explosion. So it's going to start on July the 18th to the 29th. So if you want to put your kids in to learn about entrepreneurship, to learn about money financing or money management, to learn about assets, what else
asset alignment,
to learn about a whole bunch of things that has something to do with entrepreneurship. Don't look at me like that. Then you want to come to this camp. So the camp is going to be July the 18th to the 19th. I'm sorry, July 18th to the 29th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. So 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. registration is now. So give us a call, 216-815-7300. Get your child in and learn and have fun and then have some enjoyment. They're going to be doing a lot of arts and crafts. A couple of sponsors is going to be in the building, and they will be learning tons of things about entrepreneur, getting their business started and things like that.
So those of you members that were wishing that we came up with a program that was fit for your kids, here you go. You know where to find us, 216-815-7300. They will learn almost everything that you learn, but they most definitely get the high level of the pillars that you learned about, which is the real estate, the business, and life insurance, the importance of building a legacy.
Right. All right. So the next 501c3 business class is going to be August the 14th. I got people registering for the class now. So August the 14th from 1:30 to 4:30. So if you're trying to get that business structure, you want to get your 501c3 paperwork structure, you want to sit in the class and learn how to run your business correctly, you're going to be attending that class August the 14th, 1:30 to 4:30 at Blot Incorporated. If you're a first time looking in at this program, we are located at 503 East 200 Street. We're in Euclid, Ohio, Suite 103. Also, the real estate class will be on the 17th of that same month, August, from 6 to 8:30. So if you're interested in learning about real estate, how real estate works, how to invest or anything, just come to the real estate program. It's a very good real estate class, and that class is from 6 to 8:30 every Wednesday. Also, if you're trying to get in the grant class, it is not too late to get in the grant class. It's going to start or continue to start on July the 11th. And you can still, I got like 5 more people registering for that program. Get in it now, because after the 11th, you cannot get in it, because that's when they're going to start processing their grants in order to get funding for August and September. So the grant class is July the 11th from 6 o'clock p.m. to 8:30 p.m. So 6 o'clock p.m. to 8:30 p.m. You can go on our website, block.org, bblott.org, and look up all the courses that we have. We're getting ready to go virtual as well with Teachable. And pretty much, if you want to do virtual, you can. So that'll be available. If you're trying to do one-on-one and you want to sit with me or you want to sit with Vernon, give us a call, 216-815-7300.
All right. That was a mouthful.
All right, good.
All right, so those of you that are in Florida and Missouri that's been following us, that portal that we'll be using for the educational piece will be Teachable. All right, so we have the materials on there. The one thing different that's going to be between this virtual situation and what we did on in person is we're going to have homework uploaded in there. So we will be checking homework. So you won't be
you can have homework.
It won't be any situation where you're avoiding the BAs. And not completing that homework, because me and my tenant both have eyes on it.
Yay. All right, I want to give out a shout out to my daughter, Tyra Turk, the coldest funeral director and embalmer in the city of Cleveland right now. So if you are interested in making funeral arrangements or sitting with her, Tyra Turk, 216-383-8000, 216-383-8000. She has a phenomenal funeral home on 152nd and what is Waterloo?
Waterloo.
152nd and Waterloo. So I'm sending a shout out to my daughter. She's doing a fantastic job. I'm proud of you. All right, so moving on. Do we have any more announcements? Oh, the insurance class.
The insurance class is open for registration.
Right.
The insurance class is open for registration as of Monday. You can call 216-815-7300. The number is below. That is 216-815-7300.
Right.
Registration is open. The date of class is a TBA until the registration is closed.
All right. So if you're interested in getting your license as a as an insurance agent, you definitely want to come to this program. You will learn a lot about the finance of insurance through him. So it's an tremendous, awesome class, and he will lead and guide you to where you need to be or where you need to go. So definitely be in that class.
What this insurance class has to offer for most people, most people, they ask the question, they think that the insurance class is for you to learn how to properly use insurance. No, this is to become an insurance or financial professional. Yes. We're going to have a course where we go over the laws. We're going to go over the products, how products perform, how they used to perform. And you will also get your 40-hour credits for both life and health. This registration is only open for life and health at the time. So you can become a financial professional for a bank, start your own real estate agency, or work for a financial firm.
Okay, all right. So that's another class. If you're interested in participating in that program, I would definitely advise that you do. So, all right. So moving on, what we got? Any more announcements? Anything going on?
Nah, tell us what your week been like.
My week?
Yeah, it's always interesting.
My week been the bomb week. Let me tell you, it's always something. So let me see. You got to remind me because I got so much going on. It's like I got too much. Like my plate is full.
Your plate is full?
Yeah. Okay. I don't even want to take no more.
So last week we had the real estate class, which was wholesale. That was Carlos Lewis, and K. Marie.
Yes.
K. Marie. They had a nice class. They a lot of coaching, a lot of tutoring going on. One thing about block classes, it's not about us getting up in front of you and talking at you and just giving you a bunch of material. We coach. We develop relationships. We help you with real projects. So things are applicable. We want to make sure that our material is applicable to what you expect. So there was a lot of coaching going on. There's a lot of deals going on. Mm-hmm. So I really, really want to applaud those two for continuing our legacy, which is not just teaching, but coaching.
Right.
The other thing that went on is we always got stories about, existing block members. We got a lot of block members that's doing exactly what they came here to do.
Yes.
But one of the things that we always got to mention is things that we got to remember, mistakes that we see. We always got to remind people about what we talked about, especially contracts. Mm-hmm. Now, that's what I'm seeing lately is the contracts. All right. When you in an agreement with somebody, that is a binding agreement. And we always teach you open the contract, but you also close the contract. And what we call that is expressed authority, which means that if I write an agreement and you sign it, then we have an agreement and it's written. The only thing that we can do now is once our agreement is over, you have to sign, express that it's over. So you're not legally binding to each other. So we're seeing a lot of that now. And if you need to come back to block for a refresher just to complete that, whether it has something to do with real estate, partnering in on a business, or getting into a financial agreement with someone, come back and consult with us. All right? We right here in Euclid where you learned the stuff from. Yeah. 503 East 200th Street, Suite 103.
And then also, you guys are not taking advantage of your membership. Your membership is good for a year. So that means you can take the classes as many times as we offer it for a whole year. So if you got the grant class, people are not taking advantage of that grant program as they should. If you come in and you say, okay, I learned a whole lot of stuff, it was overwhelming. Okay, come back to the next grant class and start writing grants. And then come back to the next grant class and start writing more grants. And then by the time you done roll a whole bunch of grants for the whole year, somebody's bound to give you money. Mm-hmm. Also with the real estate class, come to a real estate class, you didn't get it the first time, you got like 5 opportunities to take that class again for the whole year until you get it. I have few people that have taken the class, our class, for like all of them for a year and say, okay, now I got it. Now I got my business plan done. My board of directors is on point because they confused, but now they on point because now I got more information. Now I'm understanding. They asking more questions. They sitting down with the one-on-ones. So we are available for you, and you can find us. It ain't like we be hiding. You ain't got to call a 1-800 number and talk to the secretary. We are here. We'll say, okay, what time do you want to meet us at the office? And we'll be here, or Zoom or whatever, and we're here. I had a lady call me this morning, and she was like, well, her aunt was trying to do seminars and things like that. She was like, no, I'm going to Block because I can talk to Montana, I can talk to Vernon, I can go to the office, we can sit down, and they'll help me with my business from point A to point Z. So take advantage of all the programs that we offer here, and then that way you'll have it. If you do something, what is called repetitiously, every time you do it and you're doing it, it's going to be like, okay, now I got it. So if you start like one time doing something, it's like, okay, what did they say in that class again? I know they talk about moving money and this and that. Well, let me call my other person because they, I don't want to feel embarrassed to call my financial advisor. I want to call this guy because, they asked a question. Then he leading you to the land of delusion. And then you can just still come to us. We're not going to judge you. We're not going to say, well, didn't we tell you? Or we might say, didn't we tell you? But in other words, just come and just learn it and get it right and then move forward.
See, and I think this is what it is.
I'm beating up
a lot of our people want to hear what's easy.
Okay, microwave.
That's what's easy. See,
microwave.
That's easy to ingest. You know what I'm saying? And when you hear somebody say, and I say this all the time, all you got to do is, all you got to do a lot of times is what's going to get you in trouble. All right? I got somebody that called me the other day talking about a 501c3, right? My friend told me all I got to do is get a nonprofit EIN number. That's not how that works. There's formalities, okay?
Yes.
That all you got to do, and when we're in great economic times, easy economic times, it seems like it's possible and it's the right thing to do. But right now we in turbulent economic times, and now those all you got to do's that you've been taking a shortcut to is now getting you in trouble. All right. So back to the economic times. We are in economic times where we got to pay attention to what we call wealth eroding factors. All right. And there's 3 wealth eroding factors right now that are affecting our community right now, which is tax traps. We got taxes that are just eating people up, and then we had the pandemic, and now we got a whole bunch of people that owe taxes because they thought they had an easy way out. All right. And some of the other tax traps that we got to worry about is IRAs and 401ks. Some of you are cashing out these IRAs and 401ks and don't even know what the proper thing to do is. All right. The other one is inflation, which it's no mystery to us.
Yeah.
Gas prices done shot up, interest rates done shot up, right? And the cost of goods because of gas prices done shot up and the interest rates. Now people got to charge money for the cost of goods.
Right.
But here's the thing: we teach y'all to come in here and do your financial structure first. That way, when economic times get turbulent, you can return back to your base and you can say, okay, what can we do now, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Because last year when economic times hit, right, we weren't talking about interest rate. Interest rates was low, but the prices of houses was up.
Right.
Now the prices of houses are going back down. Interest rates are going up. See, it's all about how you position yourself. Each time something changes, you can be ready for it. All right? Come here and get your financial structure together.
All right. So we got a guest on the show today as a Block member. She has sat in a couple of classes and have got her business structured, developed here at Block. She's going to talk about her business and the road she took to travel to get to where she's trying to get to, and she's still on that road, and she's going to talk about her business. So we're going to introduce Miss Darlene Smith to the show. Welcome, Miss Smith.
Welcome. Thank you both for the opportunity to share and to explain what Block has been to me and the road to where I'm going.
Okay, all
right. State the name of your business or businesses.
Well, I have one business. It's a transportation business. It's DRS Transportation. It's a non-medical transportation. I transport people with developmental disabilities to and from the day program and to their jobs and workplaces.
And how do you like that? How do you like
love
that?
it. I love it. Yes, I get a joy out of doing what I love to do. There's a saying, when you love what you do, it doesn't seem like work. Well, it doesn't seem like work to me. I'm excited about it. I just got it started June 1st.
Oh, congratulations.
This year. Yes.
That's right. So, yes. Let me ask the question, because I know Vernon got some questions for you, right? So how did we meet? How did you find Blot? What interests you in coming to the program? What interests you of say, hey, I want to take these classes and just learn something instead of taking that microwave
Absolutely.
strategy?
So back in September, I would say, of 2021, I was in this building taking another course with Doris Jacobs, financial, no, not a financial, but residential care facility course. And toward the end of the class, Montana came in. You came in and
That's what
started passing out information about Blot. And I was a little intrigued because I'm like, wow, that sounds interesting. And as I began to read a little bit more and like, okay, I approached you. And after the class, we started talking about Blot, and I was interested, and I started taking the classes.
Right, right. So did you enjoy the class? Did you learn something?
Oh, yeah. I learned a lot. I definitely learned a lot. I learned to put together, with the help of Blot, a 501c3 with young women who are aging out of the foster care system.
Okay.
They were hands-on, and now I'm right at the last leg of that, getting sponsors and donors to help support the 501c3.
Good. Congratulations with your 501c3.
Yes. Thank you.
What got you? What helped you birth or create the vision that you have for the business that you have?
Well, I've always had a passion to help others. Even as a little girl, I've always envisioned myself as someone that will make a positive impact on others' lives. Someone such as a teacher or maybe a social worker. But I've always had the gift of helps, to want to help people in a positive way. And so as I matured and grew, I knew that that gift could no longer be dormant. So I know that I am called as an apostle to the marketplace to make changes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Now, I know a lot of people out here, they like to see people do things, or they see something that looks good, they go after it. So some of these people are concerned about the money. All right. What's the opportunity to make money in your position for some of these people that are saying, look, I want to see if that makes some money? What exactly is it?
And which?
With the transportation. Is it good money, in other words?
Well, it's good money if you work the business.
Right.
Yes. So you have to be able to get certified, through the Department of Developmental Disabilities. You can't just start a business and just put your name on it if you're working in this field with individuals with developmental disabilities. So you will have to take the classes, you would have to get certified, and then you would get on and you would petition for the individuals that you would need to transport. You can get a 15-passenger van. You can have a 7-passenger van. You can have a backup person to help assist you, but they also have to be on the ISP, which is the individual service plan, to be able to, because the workload can become heavy if it's just you. So you would need a backup depending on the workload. And yes, it's good money in it.
Okay,
Yes.
good. I just want to give them a little bit of motivation. Now, when you and I sat down last week, you were so passionate about this business, just like I'm passionate about mine. I said, look, Darlene, I've been in this business for almost 20 years, and blah, 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 blah. And later on in the conversation, you're like, Vern, just like you said you've been in your business for 20 years, I've been in my business for 20 years, and you're so passionate about that. We have a misconception on how these businesses get started, right? And you straighten me out on that, right?
Yes.
With that type of business. Do we have something to tell those people who thinks that we could do an individual provider with an EIN number and a corporation? What are some of the misconceptions with that?
Well, you have to go through the process, and the process is filling out the application, getting all of the things that you need, your in terms of the business, you would have to take a drug test. You would have to send in your abstract. There's no shortcuts. You have to do it the way that it is set up and designed. Anything other than that, you're gonna miss. You're not gonna be able to make the transition in terms of getting the business on point. But one of the things that the misconceptions people think that it's just a shortcut, and there's no shortcuts, and that you have to work the business and work the process.
Okay. Now, is there any special credentials?
The only credentials that you need is you have to have your background check. You have to be able to take the course, pass the course. You would have to be able to have good driving record, your driver's abstract intact, and good insurance.
Okay. Yes. All right.
All right.
Now, I know you have a support team. For you to come in here so happy, and you already mentioned them a couple of times. You got a support team to run this business. You want to give a shout out to your support team?
Yes, I have. For which business are you talking about?
Your support team that makes you go to all your businesses.
Okay. Well, my support team, first and foremost, is my husband, Joseph. He has supported me in this from day one. And when I had problems with my car, he would bring me here, come back and pick me up. Support even the van. He was out there the other day sprinkling up, doing some little work and on the van to try to spruce it up a little bit, but he's my support team. I have my daughters, Sierra and Deasia, who have always been there and have just blessed me. And then I have my board of directors from my other business who pushes me. You know, you can do it, you can do it. So, yes, I am so blessed and fortunate to have these people in my life.
Very good. There's any shout outs you want to give out to anybody else other than the support team?
Of course. That one and only Black CEO and president, yes, Montana and Vernon. I am so happy that I have taken these courses. It has brought me to a whole different place, gave me a whole lot of insight on how to run my business. And to know that you're always here when I need. I can always call Montana Answers. I can always call Vernon or text him.
People say I don't answer.
Back. So. I am always a phone call away. Yeah. And so that has been helpful to me, because they have the answers. I believe in sticking to the professionals for answers, and they have the answers that I need, and we're just a phone call away.
Right. You come in here, sit down with us. You call me. Out early in the morning, late at night, it don't even matter. Like, what you need? Yes. Okay, we can talk about it.
I know you took the real estate class, you and your daughter. Y'all had quite a bit of fun with that.
Yes, we did. Carlos was phenomenal. He kind of took us under his wing and showed us some ropes and gave us some instructions. We had homework to do, and very excited. Now, y'all know y'all can come back. Carlos is always looking for members from previous classes to come back and either give a testimony or even learn something new. What's new out here in the real estate environment. So hopefully y'all can come back tonight. You know what? Just drop in on it. We may just do that. I enjoyed the classes with Carlos. He was very patient, very committed, Very good. Very good. Is there anything that you want to tell the public before we switch cameras over here? Yeah, I just want to tell the public to follow your passion. Whatever that is, that God-given desire that has been placed inside of you from the time that you were born, follow your passion, because it was my passion that has got me to where I am today. As I stated before, God has given me the gift of helps. And, the scripture tells us that your gifts will make room for you and bring you before great men. And I'm waiting to see that unfold. But I'm passionate about the gift. I'm passionate about working and doing work for the Lord. We're in a world where people are looking for answers, and we have to be the answer. God's people have to be able to tell people what to do and where to go. We're in a place where recession, where food shortages are, we're right here at a place where people are becoming fearful, and we as the church has to be the answer. We have to be the change agent that they're looking for in the world. And I realized that in order to advance the kingdom of God, we have to be able to influence the earth for Christ. And there's 7 mountains, that have been that has been known, and the mountains are family, their religion, which is our spirituality. We have business, which is the economy and the finances, politics, which is government. We have education, media, and the arts. And the people of God has to penetrate and influence the marketplace, your workplace, and wherever that we go, we have to be able to be an agent of change.
I like that, agent of change. That was a profound message. All right, very profound. All right, you just, each one teach one. You just taught us something. Thank you, young lady. Thank you. All right, back to the updates.
All right, so update again, if you are interested in coming to the 501c3 training course, learning the nonprofit and for-profit, the classes is starting August 14th from 1:30 to 4:30. August 14th, that's a Sunday. So registration process is open now. Give me a call at 216-815-7300 right there. So 216-815-7300 if you're interested in the real estate class. That's getting ready to start back up in August as well, August 17th from 6 to 8:30. So it's one class once a week for 7 weeks. I think you guys got 6.
Yep, 6
weeks. The grant class is if you're interested in the grant class, July 11th from 6 to 8:30. So July 11th, come to the grant class, bring laptop. You're going to need a laptop because you need to go in. He's going to be teaching it. So he's doing a step-by-step on how to process that grant. So bring your laptops in, notes, paperwork, whatever you need to process. So you're going to need your paperwork from your 501c3. You're going to need some paperwork from the Secretary of State. So bring all your material because they're going to ask you, are you a 501c3 and everything, your positions, who the CEO is, your board of directors. So he's going to do a step-by-step on that. And then that way you have your first couple of grants done in the class. And then you can process them or not. You might get scared, say, I ain't ready yet, but I got my template here. Or you might say, sure, I'm processing this grant. All they can say is no. They might say yes. Okay, so that's the grant class. Also, Youth Camp Explosion, July the 18th to the 29th from 10 o'clock a.m. to 2 p.m. Get your child. This is for, what's the age group? Do you remember?
I think it was 12 to 18.
It was 12 to 18. Well, we're going to get you specific ages on that, but give us a call. We can probably direct you into what the ages are. But the Youth Summer Camp Explosion, July 18th to the 29th from 10 o'clock a.m. to 2 p.m. 216-815-7300 right here. If you want to look us up, you can reach us at blot.org. So BBLOTT.org, blot.org, and basically go on our website and take a look at all the things that's getting ready to come down for 2022. We're getting ready to do a Teachable. So if you want to do virtual, you're in Miami, you're in Missouri, Texas,
Missouri,
North Carolina, wherever you at. You can register online for Teachable and take our virtual classes. If you need questions answered, our phone number, all our information is going to be on that website as well. If you need to do one-on-ones through Zoom with us or through Google Meets with us or through Teachable. All right, so
that's about it. Now, you just remember some of the things that we talked about, those wealth eroding factors. You keep that in mind. And then till next week, Wednesday at noon, we are BLOTT, BBLOTT, Building Business Leaders of Tomorrow Today. You got your host,
Montana, whoop, whoop.
And your co-host, Vernon Tyers, whoop, whoop.
See you next Wednesday at noon.
Peace.
And hair grease. Did I say hair grease?